No, we have a couple of more news.
You have more news items. You'll go on with the news items.
I have a question for you guys. You know, we changed the method of press conferences a bit this year, so we tried to get a little bit more relaxed feeling for the first press conference. And we would like to hear your view if that worked fine, if you're happy with that. And if so, we would like to keep that for next year, wherever we might go. I can see by the notes that you thought that was a good idea, and so did also the artists and the delegations think. So we probably will keep that for next year as well. So a little bit more relaxed instead of sitting behind this big table, which we do for the second rehearsal, a more traditional press conference. We have introduced a tougher approach when it comes to members violating the rules. There were some reports last year of disturbances of a political kind, and we will be very clear that we will not accept any kind of violating of the rules, especially when it comes to political disturbances. This is a non-political event, and it should stay so. And instead of talking about fines, we will be talking about disqualifications. As you all know and probably written, some say that one of the two semi-finals are better than the other, the songs are better, etc. Just so you know, we make a draw for this, so it's pure accidental where a song might end up if it's in the first or the second semi-final. And I believe that there were some good songs in both of the semi-finals this year. We have 3 pan-European sponsors this year, as you might be aware. We have Telenor, we have Nivea, and we also have, for the first time, an official airline, Norwegian Airlines. Do we have a picture we can show of a special aircraft? They have a plane with the Eurovision logo, which is quite nice. Make sure you take a trip in that one. And for you guys who might want to cover this event also for the future, book your calendars. We have a preliminary date for next year. So we will, wherever we might end up, probably have the final, as you can see there, on the 21st of May. And the 2 semi-finals on Tuesday and Thursday that week. I would like to underline that these are some preliminary dates because we need to sit down with the new host broadcaster, whoever that might be, just to check that it's also fine with them and their national planning. But this is what we're aiming for next year. So that was the news of this year, and now back to you, Sid.
Thank you, Svante. I suggest we open up for your questions, and if you have a question, please raise your hand. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and which media you represent. The Italian gentleman there. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Adrian Selmi. I come from Italy, and I represent Radio Città Fugica of Bologna, Italy. And my question is always the same every year. So I know there may be negotiation between the EBU and our national broadcaster about the returning of my country to the contest. And I'd like to know the point of view of the EBU and if with the new management of RAI have been new talks, and in case what is the situation so far.
Thank you for that question. Well, I absolutely agree with you. I would love to see Italy back in the Eurovision Song Contest. However, every year we approach RAI, we sit down in negotiations, often with different people because there could be new management. But we discuss, and I have a feeling that we every year come a little bit closer. But we're not quite there yet. But we will not give up. And when I took this job, one of my things that I really would see happening was to bring Italy back. And I think we managed to make most of the other promises I said to myself. But this one remains. So, but I will keep on doing this also for next year. Hopefully we will succeed.
Thank you. More questions? We have a gentleman all the way there in the back. We'll go a bit back and forward today. Yes.
Hey, Stanley from Norwegian TV2. Are there any concerns about countries that could eventually not organize the contest because of the costs and because of the crisis?
Well, of course, the crisis creates some concern for us. That's absolutely so. But I think whoever will win this contest, they will do everything they can to manage to also host it. I'm not now talking about that it's in the rules. In the rules it says that if you participate, you should also host it next year. But I think that despite crisis, that country will do everything they can to make it happen. I mean, we were in Greece a couple of years ago. Despite the fact that Greece now faces some problems, remember that the broadcaster that year, ERT, earned money on hosting Eurovision Song Contest because of a lot of ticket sales, good local sponsors, etc. So it also could be a benefit to host the Eurovision Song Contest if the time is right. But of course, we will sit down with the new host broadcaster, whoever that might be, and we will ask them if they can do it or do it again. I'm sure that it will be a great Eurovision Song Contest also 2011.
Alistair Birch.
Hi, Alistair Birch from Australian Radio. Last year we had it clear, in the lead up to the competition, it was clear, fairly clear who was going to win. This year it's a lot less clear. So can you remind us for the tape please, what are the arrangements if there's a draw, or maybe 4 teams ending with the same number of points as has happened in the past?
First, can I compliment you on your energy during the press conferences? I've seen most of them and I admire that you have questions for all the delegations. Thank you very much. Yeah, we have very clear rules. There will be a winner on Saturday night, no matter what will happen. And the rules say that if 2 or more countries end up with the same number of points, we automatically go and start count the number of countries who gave votes to the countries. And this might seem a little bit strange, but we believe that it's more important to receive 2 points from 6 countries than 12 points from only 1, maybe neighboring country. So that is why this is our first criteria, how many countries gave points to these countries. If that is the same, then we start count the 12 pointers. And if that is the same, we go to 10 points, 8 points, etc. And in the end, there will be a winner. So that's how it's done.
Thank you. The gentleman on the first row from Poland.
Hello, Shimon Stelmashik with the newsletter. Just a question about the audience on the first semi-final. Again, every year we have the same problem, empty places. How would you resolve this in the future?
I leave this to Ola.
In the future, I actually don't know, but we have sold more than 50,000 tickets in the Norwegian market and also European market for 2 semi-finals, 2 dress rehearsals for the grand final and the grand final. We had a lot of audience in there yesterday. We had more than 8,000 people. There will be even more on Thursday, and there will be a full house on the night of Saturday. So we are quite happy with the way we have sold tickets here. The domestic market is maybe not ready for a show without a Norwegian participating artist. But I think we have succeeded well in selling tickets. I think that'll be fine this year.